More than 75% of drug overdose deaths in the United States in 2021 involved opioids. That's according to a study by the National Center for Health Statistics. Here in Georgia, the state Senate unanimously passed a bill last week that could protect students and staff in public schools by giving people more access to Narcan.
It's an overdose-reversing drug that was made available over the counter last year. Dublin City Schools says they're already ahead of that bill because they put Narcan on their campuses. Cecily Stout went to Dublin High School to hear why school nurses say they feel more prepared and why one woman says Narcan saved her life multiple times.
It can be the difference between life and death.
Claire Bonnell is alumni of Promise of Hope. The 12-month program helps people overcome their addictions through faith. Bonnell came to the nonprofit in 2017. That same year, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services declared the nation was in an opioid crisis. During her addiction, Bonnell used fentanyl.
I was on a pathway to death.
Bonnell's addiction could have been the end several times.
I've overdosed 4 times.
Narcan was able to bring her back twice.
If it hadn't been for that, I wouldn't be here.
Bonnell escaped being part of the 80,000 people that were killed by opioids in 2021, according to the CDC. Georgia senators want to use Bill 395 to protect students and staff in public schools by authorizing them to stock up on opioid reversal drugs like Narcan.
At Dublin City Schools, you can find Narcan in the nurse's office or in one of these defibrillator boxes throughout the school. Nurses say they feel prepared if something were to happen.
Minutes make a big difference, seconds, minutes, and so, we certainly don't want to need it on the football field or over in the field house if there's only one here, so we have one pretty much on every hall.
Dawn Sampson is the nurse at Dublin High School. She says having Narcan on campus is necessary with the rise in fentanyl overdoses.
It's a matter of life or death, really, because with fentanyl overdoses, people are going to stop breathing, and it reverses the effect of that.
Trini Stevenson is the nurse at Susie Dasher Elementary. She says fentanyl can come in different shapes and sizes.
It's hard to determine that it's dangerous, and so you just never know who's going to be exposed to it and when an emergency might arise.
Stevenson says the nurses look out for students, staff, and visitors. She believes Dublin's school system is proactive and prepared if the time comes.
I feel like Dublin City is way ahead of the game and that we are well prepared for an emergency.
In Dublin, Cecily Stout, 13 WMAZ News.
Now, the nurses say if they suspect an overdose, they don't hesitate to give Narcan because there are no documented side effects of the drug.